If someone told me to describe Violet Evergarden in 3 words, I would say something like flipping good show.
Haha, you guys thought I was gonna say I love you. But nope. And screw you, anime geeks. You know what? Let's just jump into the intro.
So, to get the things short, it was roughly around
2024.
I got introduced to Violet Evergarden for the first time. At the time, it was recommended to me by one of my closest friends, and at the time, I didn't pay that much attention because I had better things to worry about.
Yes, I was going through that phase of watching every One Piece episode. I was watching Skypiea. That's justified, honestly. Coming back to the point, basically what I'm trying to say is that at the time when I got introduced to it, I didn't give that much of a care, and it just stayed in my to be watched at some point list, and it stayed that way for a long time. And after a long time, I ended up getting not that interested in watching One Piece and decided on watching something in part of this list, and I ended up watching one episode of Violet Evergarden, the first episode. And at the time, I didn't go full on wow, this is the best episode ever, I should make a video about this in the future. No. Instead, I ended up not feeling that well connected with it. I ended up dropping the show from the first episode onwards. And it stayed like that for 6 more months. And I recently watched The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. And after that, I wanted to watch something similar-ish tone. So I decided to rewatch Violet Evergarden, giving it one more chance. This time I had a plan. I would watch 3 episodes, and if I hate it, I would just drop it. And that's exactly what I did. And the first episode and the second episode was still...
Ew.
But when I watched the third episode, that's where the show clicked. That's where the show locked in. I like that. From there on, when I got to episode 5, I lost count. I was just driving through the entire show. Didn't care what happens. It just was super connecting, and it felt very different from the shows before I watched. Amazing, in my opinion. The story follows Violet, a former child soldier who participated in a devastating war. And the way the anime puts it is basically a whole killing machine who was made only for the sole purpose. Now, the story does not necessarily follow the events of this war they described. Instead, it follows the aftermath of the war, where Violet discovers she lost 3 things. 1, her dear Major Gilbert, who sadly passed away. And she also lost both her hands. And last but not least, she does not understand what the last words or the last orders given by her major meant. I love you. And this is where the story mainly kicks off. And in here, Violet takes a different profession and becomes a ghost writer. A person who transcribes people's thoughts and feelings into letters for others. According to Google, that is.
But most of the episodes in the show are basically where Violet travels to a client and writes a letter for them. In here, there will be the client might be going through some type of emotion or some type of struggle, and without Violet even trying sometimes, just solve that problem. And we also get these nice backstories into these characters which she meets up with, these clients. And that's really drives the show forward, and I love that way. Kind of reminds you of scenes from Demon Slayer. And there's 2 episodes which I will talk about near the end, which are truly amazing, and it's the best, a full-on 100 IQ moment for the writer there. So that's kind of like the entirety of the story we need to know before jumping in. The negatives. So don't worry, there is no negatives that I personally found other than side characters like Claudia and whoever this dude is. He kind of reminds me of Justin Bieber. Basically, their characters does not get that much like pushed on. Like we don't get like a whole episode where Violet helps them write a letter or like their backstories or how they're affected by the aftermath of the war. It would be cool to see more episodes like them. I'm sure Violet Evergarden is kind of like ended now with the next movie that came out, but I do feel like that's like a tiny negative here and there. Positives wise, I can say a lot of things, but I do not want to make this video way too long because I know how you guys feel with long videos. Anyway, so positives wise, I would definitely say the studio that worked on Violet Evergarden is cooking hard. Like, this is clearly Kyoto Animation's one of the best projects they've done by far. And I'm not joking when I say that out loud because it was cinematic level kind of experience you get when you're watching it on a big screen. I decided to specifically watch this from episode 3 onwards on TV, and it looked amazing. Especially with it gives you like that similar feel of like Makoto Shinkai's projects. It gives you that very cinematic feeling, and I loved the way it's done. Anyways, I hope that Kyoto Animation gets more projects like Violet Evergarden in the future as well, because every frame done by them is full on filled with passion and love for the art. And
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I would say the similar thing with Kana Akatsuki. Sorry if I butchered the name. She is also a very amazing writer. I like the way she wrote the story in general. In the actual light novel, I believe, there is not that much backstory given to Violet personally. It was more throughout her clients that we learn more about her. But I did like the way it was done in the light novel a bit more. I haven't read any other works but Violet Evergarden, so I'm not like that familiar with her as an author, but it is a well done light novel and a anime now. Furthermore, I will say one thing, that I haven't seen that many animes or stories or light novels out there which uses the concept of letters or ghost writers that in depth. And it is very interesting that there can be so much expanded on with writers and letters, and it felt like a fresh new experience instead of the same old recycled trope again and again. So that was very smart the way it was written. And if I was incorrect with the pronouns, I am giving a big apologies to Kana Akatsuki. I don't know their gender, and sorry for calling she or he. So yeah, so that's all I want to talk about today. So yeah, okay, now it's time to rate this anime by my experience. I will definitely say this is a solid, good, wholesome anime to watch for anyone who just wants to have a bit of a tearjerker and have a nice dose of nice animation once in a while. And so I'll rate this anime definitely 8 letters out of 10 letters. My favorite character from the show definitely has to be Violet herself. It is very well done, her character. That's all I'm gonna say. And my favorite episodes definitely gotta be, there's 2 choices which I mentioned before. It is episode 10 and episode 11. The reasons I'm not gonna say because it's gonna be a huge spoiler, but just watch it. It is sad. Both of them, especially episode 10. So that's basically my review video. Actually, don't even call it review, just consider this as a recommendation video instead, because I didn't jump that much into the details like a normal reviewer does.
And I know for a fact that I made a bazillion mistakes while making this. I would just recommend you watch it. It was a nice anime for me to watch. And yeah, I know this video is quite short. I know also the fact that I made multiple Minecraft videos before this. To be fair, 2 Minecraft videos, then 1 short. So you might think, why the hell am I uploading a recommendation video of an anime? So I just want to occasionally to change it around and like
Yes! No!
And like make different videos, because I also have plans on making like a full-on story time videos like those animators does. And if you guys have any recommendations for me to watch, I'll more than likely make a video on it in the future. So make sure to like comment down below what I should more likely review the next time. And yeah, more Minecraft videos planned. So that's all I'm gonna say. And if you liked it for some reason by far, make sure to like. And if you stayed till now, thank you. And all I gotta say now is stay solid and goodbye.